No cameras with long lenses.
Oh, really?
Will definitely be some of that in there for sure.
Think we have to get permission to go live?
Plus, Weekend Walk, joined by T and Kev, the great one. Yeah, so Fish. We got a pop-up episode because Fish just finally came through a little after fall, but came through with the information for the festival coming up. I'm really excited about this. I've heard, I guess, Kev, you were saying that like some people are bitching and moaning about the price a little bit. I mean, we'll go through the numbers. I don't think it's completely unreasonable. You know, I think it's probably right where I expected it, but all right.
I think it's actually maybe a little cheaper than I expected it to be honest.
I was at 400, so it's right there.
I'm impressed.
All right. How do you pronounce this? Mondegreen?
Mondegreen. It was some woman's name. And then
I'm so happy that they went away from
it's
the balls and curveball and all that, and it just feels fresh and you know, something different. I'm glad that they went with that.
And the definition is a misunderstood or misinterpreted word or phrase resulting from mishearing the lyrics of a song.
Right, but it's somehow attached to some woman from England in the 1800s. It was her last name, and that's why her last name became this word that means misheard lyrics.
And that's kind of like half of Fish's thing, right? Like Moma Dance and even like ridiculous.
We're gonna get a whole lime set. I can see through the limes and this prison of limes and
run like a cantaloupe, roll like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, for a mango song because it's supposed to be mangled was what he heard on the TV.
When they did Antelope as Cantaloupe that time with the
that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be a huge bust out,
right?
I'll have to bring my cantaloupe shirt, roll like a cantaloupe shirt that I have.
Right, do it. Hopefully, we'll get a few of those. They should give us some.
They have to do a whole set of that. So the festival is at Dover Motor Speedway, Eric, in Delaware. So it's basically we got a picture.
Yeah, so this is the campground, the way it's laid out. This is going to be the stage here, and the main, you know, it's not going to be in the speedway. The speedway is down here, so it's going to be, and it's cool because it's not just like an Air Force base or something, right? Like it's surrounded by woods and nature, which is kind of a nice thing about it. And you have 3 different main campsites. I mean, I'm sure there's like secret, super secret, like, you know, Tom Marshall type campsites, but you have the GA, which is probably where us and all the other Wooks will be. The Glen Close, which is like the pseudo VIP. This is familiar, you know, for other recent festivals. But then you got the full Monday. And this is like the VIP section.
And you can do glamping there. You can rent the RV as opposed to driving in with an RV that you rented somewhere else, and you have your own entrances, which is the beautiful thing. I think if you park in GA, you have to somehow walk through Glen Close to the entrance.
I mean, the pictures of the glamping and the tents do look kind of sweet. And like, there's part of me that would be like, oh, that would be a lot of fun, especially like with the wife. And I feel like she would really dig it too, probably more than like car camping or like whatever. But like, look at these. Like, this looks fucking sweet, but the price is with it. This is where the pricing is like, you know, gets a little bit nuts. Almost $5,000 for a tent is
right, and that's what people are saying. That's the sticker shock, and the car thing. It's $450 for the ticket, but then you turn around and it's minimum $50 to park for one night. I think is the overnight.
No, it's $50 for the whole weekend. It's all
okay,
weekend.
and then it's $150 to park by your car, to have your car in your campsite right next.
Camp by your car, right? But it's only $40 for parking on top of the $450, which is fine because usually it's $20 every lot for 4 days. So your $40 all the way for the weekend is great. $50 if you want to park overnight, which is awesome. You finally have overnight parking. You can just park your car and hang out with your buddies come hang out with us at the RV all night and park your car, right? Like that's awesome. That's easy. It's perfect. I think it's great. And the glamping stuff, of course, it's going to be more expensive, but I mean, $5,000 split between two people, 2,500 each for not having to lug in any of your shit and stuff. And like you said, Tim, if you're going like with your wife, that's kind of a nice thing. You were splitting it with some guys, two guys, three guys. I think it went up a little bit for three people, but it's not bad when you start breaking the cost into multiples.
Yeah, I could see it, right? Like people doing it, but if I'm being 100% honest, I'm probably not going to be one of those people. Because
No.
the other thing is like with this kind of setting with the festival, I just want to be like with the crew and with friends and like not, you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah.
if I were going on, I feel like I want to try experiencing glamping and doing all that shit with my wife, like as a separate thing, like go do like a romantic, fancy ass bougie.
Yeah.
Right, but like if I'm at a fish festival, like I want to be doing face drugs and hanging out with everybody, like
Well, and I think and I can't imagine even coming back to that what VIP area is necessarily too VIP by day 2 or 3. And you know what I mean? I think it all starts to look like you're fucking camping for 3 or 4 days, right? Like it's all gonna turn to mush.
Debauchery and debacle.
Right, it's all gonna turn to mush by the last couple days.
I am gonna be judging all your asses though. When I run into people and like, yeah, you want to go back to the site, and like if you start walking towards the full Monday, I'm gonna think go in differently. I'll be like, the rest of us are going to GA, motherfucker.
Right, if you have GA, you can't go into Glen Close and you can't go into the full Monday. But if you're in the full Monday or Glen Close, you can come over to the GA and visit the plebes down there.
Right. It's the same thing at Dick's when like we're all hanging out on lot and then half the crew goes to the floor and then half the crew comes back to the top of the bleachers with us. Right. Or the same thing at MSG, right? Like where they go in for early access. We've had this split. Like some people, they have the money and they have the interest, and other people don't, and that's fine. Like, do your thing. I'm probably going to be with the poors in the back of the GA, but at least we'll be there. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think the RV is a great route to go if we still do that. I mean, I
wonder if they have like rent-a-wreck RVs, so you don't get nailed for ruining it.
So tickets go on sale this Friday.
Or Thursday, something, right?
Yeah, Thursday. It starts.
Passes available Friday, January 19th at 11 a.m. Travel packages are available on Thursday, but the travel packages are expensive AF. So if you're looking to just get your standard GA entry pass, you got to be looking on Friday.
But those in the week before. The travel packages, though, are kind of a good deal too. Like they really have everything set up, right? Like you can get an offsite room and shuttle in all the time with the offsite packages. You have the glamping packages. You have the not so glamping with the tents already made for you. You have the full bring your own shit and do it, and you have the RV. I mean, pretty much everything's covered, right? I mean, they're really looking out the hospitality wise and staying wise for everybody. There's something for everybody, really.
I agree. I mean,
they're also. You can also pay extra and get in Wednesday morning at 8:00.
I'd probably
do that. You get a full day early, which
and then
is
you
cool.
Get your spot early because if it's all free for all, you can get in and get like if you want to be close to the gate, you can be there, or you can be farther away so you're not near all that chaos and like have a spot in the back where you're like, finally, I can be back here. So that's kind of cool. You pay a little extra, but you get something good out of it.
We'll pay a portion of Kev's share, right? And then have him show up a day before us to do all the groundwork, get the spot, get everything set up, and then we show up later and get the benefit without having to be there.
He can go home every night. Are you kidding? He's only an hour away, 2 hours away. He can easily show up Wednesday morning, set everything up, and then go home for it. Like that's a great plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of these are like Wilmington is nowhere near Dover. So you got to be careful when you're doing these packages, and also Wilmington, you're up in that like 95, 495, 476, 76 bullshit. I hate that area.
No,
I used to commute through there.
Don't they have ground transportation included?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, but it's still an hour plus each
on a
way.
shuttle. Like if I was doing that,
I would hate to do that.
Yeah, coming home
after the show, you're spun after the show on a shuttle for an hour.
That poor shuttle drivers, man.
Waiting for the shuttle would be
tough.
Terrible.
Yep. Totally.
No, you want to stumble off the grass, and to your campsite and just keep going, right? Like that's the whole point of it.
And then you come to when the sun splashes across your face at 6 in the morning.
6 a.m. and it's hot as hell in the humidity, and you're like, oh yeah, here we go again. Let's do it. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I think
Exactly,
GA is the way to
exactly.
go.
GA
That's
is where the
great.
parties will be at.
I agree.
So, and
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
just like
think
you were
that
just
this is
saying,
gonna,
Tim, 30, 40 minutes away from the venue. That's a drive. That's a shuttle.
Yeah.
That's a long shuttle drive, especially at night coming back. That's
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's worth. I guess for some people, it's worth it to have a hotel room.
I do not think this is selling out either. I think I guess the question is, do you have to buy the GA pass to get the car pass? Because then you'd want to buy one of them right now, one GA pass and one car pass. Everyone else could get the passes later, because I don't think it's going to sell out. It's the matter of getting the car pass for the GA, though.
I mean, if you have it, I would get it, right? But I agree. I think you got to figure out your camping situation, where you want to be, and be strategic about it. So like we internally, I mean, I guess we're going to have this private internal conversation on the interwebs with everybody listening, but like I think we need to figure out if we're committing to the RV, and how we're handling that, who's driving it and getting it, and then go from there. But I agree.
I would suggest looking for an RV near me or you, closer to me, because I'm closer to the
shit.
drive.
He's not driving it from LA.
I was gonna get it here and drive out.
But we could get here. We could come here. People could leave their cars at my house, and we could drive from here to there in the RV, and only have to drive it for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what we would do. We definitely start at your place and meet there as a general, and then drive in with whatever,
and then
gear
load everything in. And since you're flying in, we'll just make sure that we have what you need, so you don't got to haul a bunch of shit with you.
Right.
We'll get some extra tents and things. So I'm sure that when you have your RV space, you have a space you can put a tent maybe outside it. I would.
Yeah, I think you have the awning space. Where the awning would come down, and you have that space next to it.
I'm an engineer. I can make a 40-foot fucking awning.
Right? They must be down tarps. Can we just tarp our area and have it tarped off?
The whole grid thing is weird, because it's been a long time since I've been to a PHiSH festival, but I felt like we just kind of pulled in wherever, and tents were just
and they always try to get you to go tighter, and you make that extra wide turn. You don't pull all the way up.
Little diagonal parking action.
I mean, I'm a lot older now, and I don't want to be all bold or whatever. But the few times I've gone to festivals, I didn't end up sleeping or camping all that much. Like I was pretty much
4 days, man.
I know. I mean, and like I said, I'm a lot older, so we'll see. But I was just go. Crash. You don't care where you crash. Go. So I don't know how much is even going to matter.
I don't know. Camping's rough, man. That's a tough call. I don't know. Anytime I've ever gone to a festival, between Lollapalooza or Coachella or even Festival 8, I've always just rented a house and had a house and drove, every day back and forth relatively close. It'll be a new experience to be staying on the grounds the whole time.
It's so fun though. It's the best.
That'll be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. I think, it'll be a fun experience regardless. And I think the crowd, it'll be interesting to see, ticket sales and how everything goes. Cause I can't imagine, obviously it's selling out, right? I feel like, again, as somebody said in this thing, everybody here we go. Seawell says everyone who wants to go, I think will be able to go. I don't think it'll be, shut out in any way, but it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
Like I said, the getting the pass is the important thing.
Yeah,
because they're good. That's going to be limited. That's what you could get screwed on, is not having the pass. So
right,
there will definitely be Wook Plus hangs.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I can bring out.
You gotta get the flags out. Who has the flags?
Kev does. Yeah,
I got both of them. I even took them to Dick's, but we never got them out because we never set up.
You never set up.
Yeah, I wasn't there to motivate you guys.
Exactly.
Good question. I kind of like this. A fair trade. 2 4-day Sphere passes for 2 Glen Close festival tickets.
Ooh. Yeah, that would probably be even.
I heard the Sphere tickets.
I heard the aftermarket for Sphere tickets dropped today, though, when they announced the festival. Like,
Good. Finally, get them
It doesn't
down.
make any fucking sense. We already knew about the festival.
Anything to make them drop would be nice. I wish they'd announce some more shows, like the Dead and Company show that they're teasing us with, that we keep getting hints about.
Heard, yeah, someone told me that it was going to be Thursday through Sunday for 4 weeks in a row. So 16 shows for Dead and Company.
That's crazy.
We'll see. So I bet it'll be something like that, but we need I think more that gets announced that'll help kind of lessen the blow of like, this is the next, like, oh my god, they're the next only thing booked in the Sphere. So you'll lose some of that XX, people that are trying to go just for that reason.
Right, because there's probably a bunch of deadheads that like remember liking Phish back in the day, aren't huge Phish fans that like want to go just to experience it. And
right,
you get Dead and Co. or whatever the name of it's going to be. The new iteration
I think
of
it'll
it.
be Mayor. If it's Mayor, it'll be Dead and Co. If not, it'll be Dead Ahead.
Okay.
And it'll have Rick, or I think it would be Rick. I don't think Derek and Susan want to join Dead and Company
and do a residency type thing either, right? Like a one-off in Mexico is easy,
right.
But trying to commit to anything past,
All right.
for sure.
I think we'll probably pick this up again tomorrow night on Live and dig into all the details, and we'll all get more familiar with it. But we just wanted to get out and have this initial, conversation.
Maybe we can pull the best melts from different social media.
It's exciting though. This is good. I mean, we finally got our information. We're moving forward. We've got a plan of attack now for what it looks like. This is exciting stuff. I mean, August is a long way away, but it'll be here before we know it. And we'll be like, can you believe it's August already? And we're going to these things. It feels like it was just January, and we still talking about Game Hinge and shit. This is gonna be awesome. Like, I can't wait.
I can't wait to be sitting around in camp chairs, just hanging out, having a beer with everybody, and
I know.
seeing Phish.
Hey, Eric. Eric, tune in Wednesday night, and I'll tell my story about the Dead Ahead video.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about some of those shows and stuff. And we got Mexico coming up too, as Eric pointed out. So this will be good.
Yeah.
Like,
we got fucking Wook Club tonight too. I'm halfway through that show.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get on that.
All right, guys. See you next time.